Howdy, everybody. Um, oh goodness. Oh, hi. I'm just catching up with comments here. Sarah Austin says tomorrow's going to be a hard day. Prayers for strength, confidence, and bravery. Um, First day of the job was amazing. Can't wait for more. Awesome. Um, let's see. Sarcastic says today I stand before the gods with green and purple hair. May they find me fabulous. Um, and Danielle's made a complete recovery from the procedure. And, all right, okay, all right.
There's an awful lot of racket on that phone.
Yeah. Hold on. I just turned it. I turned it down, guys. So, um, alrighty. Yeah. Let me know if you're hearing me. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Good deal.
Sorry we're late. All my fault.
No. Well, it's okay. Darren was working late, so it's okay. Um, we have cool waters waiting for you. So, um, and so he just blinks at me. Yes. Next week is going to be the big shindig. We'll do something for the Opet feast, but yeah. Tonight we're honoring Bastet, Mistress of Ankh-Tawy. Now my understanding is Ankh-Tawy was a place name. So if you think sort of like Our Lady of Lourdes, this is you know Bast, Mistress of Ankh-Tawy, and I believe the old story of Set Nakayam was set where he has a dream involving a priestess that um, the story goes it was a priestess of Bast, and I believe it was Bastet, Mistress of Ankh-Tawy. And the story is that she was so beautiful, and he wanted to sleep with her. And she's like, I'm not a prostitute. You want these goods, you're gonna have to, like, sign some stuff over. And in this dream, he's to the point of signing over his children's lives and his entire fortune. And then he wakes up naked in the middle of the street. So
Wow.
yeah, um,
In reality, this is what you would have had.
yeah, exactly. So, and this is all, and see, the thing is, the background of the story is it's all like part of the divine retribution that he's getting for uh uncovering a scroll of toads that was supposed to be left hidden. And so and it had there he took it from someone else who'd already suffered from the curse. And so then it was his turn. And this is an ancient story. This is from like dates from the late period. So even by that point they had their own kind of ghost adventure stories. But yes, it involved a beautiful priestess of Bastet, Mistress of Ankh-Tawy, um, who was much more savvy, I think, than Setnakai was. But there you go. So so yeah, it's all right. Some people are saying, "Oh, we're late too." What's I had some kids are saying, "Hell of a way to say put a ring on it first." Yes. The moral of the story: don't touch Jehudi stuff. Literally. Hey, creature of legend. Yes. And what is that story? I'll tell you what. Before we get started, it's in um ancient Egyptian literature, um, volume three, the late period. And this is hang on, see, it's gonna take it a second. There we go. It's kind of this is an original printing of it. And the story is titled. Yeah, okay, it's um the stories of Setna Kaim was set. Let's spell it a little differently here, and I think the first one, Setna one. Um, let's see, on page 127 of this book. So yeah, if you get it, yeah. Hang on, Yes, and the section here, Setna and Tabubu. And Tabubu was the name of the priestess. And
Sounds like a name you could get in trouble for.
yeah, all right, let me go ahead. I'm going to slip the book back, and we'll go ahead and get started. But yeah, that's a fun little bit there. And I think that story is the reason why some people, and I actually had someone tell me this. It's always funny, and I'm sure others of you have had this problem too when people figure out that you're, Kemetic or Egyptian pagan, and so they have to tell you something about your own deities, even though that's not what they practice. And I had someone tell me, oh well, Vast is the goddess of prostitutes, and if you make her an offering, she has to help you. And I'm like, what? So
What is the name of your drug dealer?
yeah, that's kind of that's kind of my thought too. But uh, needless to say, that's pure urban legend. So you but hmm, before we get started, did you need any like uh, tissue or other?
Not at the moment. That could change abruptly, but I think I'm a,
Oh, I'm gonna have to keep something, a box of Kleenex or something in here for you. Just
I'm not sounding the bugle on mic anyway. So no.
just a courtesy for people who come and participate. Make sure that you're covered. That's what we do here. All right. This cool water must upon my hands. And it purifies me. Techniques purifies me. Hail unto you, we come unto you without falsehood and without evil. The purities of our hands and the purities within our hearts. We cast out all evil that pertains to us. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. Dry his hands off.
Every time I try to dry my hands off, you run away.
You don't put water in my face.
I'm not saying you should see that loving look on this.
Yeah, and I've actually got some greenery, some flowers on the altar because it's been raining off and on for like past week, and so it's like the flowers and the grass and everything just said I'm alive, and we finally have a little bit. The monkey grass in the front in the backyard is finally blooming. So
Yeah, things are monkeying around. I'll be here all week.
uh-huh.
Strangers.
Okay, and I'm just. Oh, and we're on the very last sliver of the moon today. Yeah, it's funny. Uh, I don't know if I was looking at something wrong. Wonderground actually said the new moon was, yesterday or something. I'm like, this doesn't quite make sense, but you know, yeah, I married Ra, goddess of what? Yeah, that's kind of what my reaction is too. But okay, and so Clara, you're saying there might be something going on with the sound. How is it? Is the sound too soft? Or is there some distortion? Because I was doing some recording earlier in the week, and I may need to adjust some levels again. Let me. Okay, soft. All right. Let me go ahead and check that real quick. Okay. All right. Hang on. I think I know what it is. I just have to go into settings. Okay. Oh God, no wonder.
Turn it up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. That should have it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's what happened. Different computer, different settings. I have to have the microphone turned up, to like 92 or so,
Right.
before it picks up. Now I was recording, and this is for a video that I'm working on for next month. And I was recording with some instruments, and I might have been for the system. I had to turn the microphone down so it wouldn't the system wouldn't cause it to what they call peak and clip.
Yeah, and max out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got it fixed. So, all right. Come in peace, bright eye of Horus. Come in peace. Receive the light. The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light. The eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra in all of their abodes, till none remain. Receive the light. The eye of Horus comes to the four corners of the world, to everyone who is tuning in now and will be in the future. This eye of Horus comes, and we are purified with it. Receive the light. You arise in the Aketis Kepri, O Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. You set in peace in the mountains of Manu as a tomb, bringing your light to Duat. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duat. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who came from Nun at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, and hail and praise unto you, O Bastet, Mistress of Ankh-Tawy, and Aset the Great. O Yenetru, You lords and ladies of love and life, grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness, and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at and cast out his fet. And may you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us and your strength being within us. Take these, your cool waters, which are the inundation, that they may cool your hearts. Oyanachidu. These waters are the eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk from the great flood, Oyanachidu, that you may be purified with it. We give you incense. We give you incense, great of purity. Its fragrance is the eye of Horus. Its fragrance comes to you, cleanses you, it adorns you. It takes its place upon your hands. This incense is the eye of Horus. Its fragrance comes to you. There we go. There we go. Take this, your bread on which gods live. This bread is the eye of Horus, O Yenichidu. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. And this is some wonderful pound cake. Darren might accuse me of holding out, but I was saving it specifically for this. The gardens prosper, and Hapi rejoices, overflowing with his meal. We fill the eye of Horus for you with wine, O Ra, O Yenichidu. Drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open with libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine, and your water. And may all the other places that are as parched as we were also finally receive the blessing of rain. Okay. Pure. Pure is Ra Haraketi within his house. Pure. Pure is Bastet, Mistress of Ankh-Tawy, within her house, and Aset the Great within her house. Pure are the cause of all of these gods, with this good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance, thousands of offerings, all things good and pure, for Ra Haraketi, for Bastet, Nebet Ankh-Tawy, and Aset Ahat, in every place that their immortal cause dwell. Come to your body, O Ra Haraketi. Come to your body, O Bastet, Mistress of Ankh-Tawy, Aset the Great. Come to your bodies, O Yenichidu, and come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants, who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba to these your offerings, and partake of them. Come, O people, raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Ra, before Bastet, before Aset. All life comes from them. All health comes from them. All stability comes from them. All good fortune comes from them, as it has since the first time. Ora Haraketi, and your son, the Oso Nisu Nebkapara Ra, your foes retreat from you. Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these, your offerings, and receive them from our hands. From the table of the gods to the table of the blessed dead. So I still have my microphone stand kind of out because I'm still going to be doing some more recording later on. Yeah. May this candle be the eye of Horus that lights your way in Duat. And we bring you these cool waters from the table of Osiris, that your hearts may be refreshed. Hore keru ta henket ka kau abdu senacher merhat kut nibet nofre wabet anket nacherim and kawan akupu nibu ma keru nibu hirin nachera. A voice offering bread and beer, 1,000 of beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things on which a god lives, for the cause of all of these Aku, all true of voice before the great God. And we come unto you, O Ra, as Jehuti comes, our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased and your Ka shall live. Truly, your Aeneid has Ma'at, for they know you live in her. The Aeneid says unto you, your word is law eternally. This Fet is cast out by your word. Rejoicing is yours every day. Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. And may we always act with gentility and compassion, for such is the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality, for such is the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity, for such is the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness, for such is the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth, such as the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good, for such as the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly and with temperance, such as the seventh Ma'at. May we always respect our gods, honor our gods, and respect others, for such as the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti. We may witness Ra's perfection every day. Oh, and I have to say thank you again to one of our viewers who sent right around New Year's. Actually, the package came in on Wep Run Pet, but included in it was the little green and bronze statue of Bast in the form of a cat. And so she's part of our altar setup. And this wonderful one here, I actually got at a museum exhibit that I saw back in 2016. It was Divine Felines of Ancient Egypt. It was in Dallas. It was a really small exhibit, but I got some great pictures from it, and I still need to do, like a little video, from that. But yeah, so she's well represented. And a couple of things in her honor. Let's see if I've got. Here we go. Yeah. This is actually the sistrum that I was using when I was recording the other night. So. Hail and praise unto you, Bastet, Lady of Love, Lady of Life, daughter of Atum, firstborn of the Lord of all, greatest goddess, Lady of Heaven, mistress of all the gods. You open the movements of Shu, for he is your messenger. You slaughter with your arrows. You slay the evil one and seize the hearts of the wicked foes. Lady of the shrine, foremost of the sacred fields, mistress of perfume, mistress of joy. O eye of Horus, O eye of Ra, Uraeus, whom Ra loves, protect us until the dawn. And one more thing, this is our cat's prayer. And I think what I'm going to do is, if I can find a way to make a poster for Patreon, because we've got the little stickers, and those are cool. But if I can get something a little bigger, I think some artwork with the cat's prayer would be appropriate here. But, oh, Mother Bast, please help me to find humans who will love me and care for me. Humans who will take joy in my antics, yet forgive my proclivities with my claws. Who will give me a safe home and help me curb my instinct to roam. Humans who will use their wondrous medicine to save me from our age-old scourges of fleas, diseases, and bearing too many kittens. And when I grow old, may they love me and be tender with me to my last, when it comes time for them to give me back to you, a queen of cats. And this would be every cat's prayer. And now for Isis, Aset. Hail, Aset the Great, Mother of the God, Lady of Philae, God's wife, God's adorer, God's hand, Mother of the God, Great Queen, adornment, Lady of ornaments in the shrine, Lady and desire of the green fields, nursling who fills the shrine with her beauty, fragrance of the shrine, mistress of joy, who runs her course in the sacred place. Rain cloud that greens the fields when she descends, maiden, sweet of love, mistress of Upper and Lower Egypt, who issues orders among the Aeneid. Princess, great of praise, lady of charm, whose face loves the trickle of fresh myrrh. She is the one who pours out the inundation, which makes all people live and green plants grow, who provides sacred offerings for the gods, and voice offerings for the Ankh spirits. Because she is Lady of Heaven, her husband is Lord of Duat, and her son is Lord of the land. Her husband is the pure water, renewing himself at Biga at his time. She is Lady of Heaven, Earth, and Duat, having brought them into being through what her heart conceived and her hands created. She is the Ba which is in every city, watching over her son Horus and her brother Osiris. Okay. All right, I'm going to step over here and catch up with the comments. Uh, oh, okay. So Mochi's kitties, I assume, are doing well. Um, hmm, hmm. Howdy, everybody. Hi, Brian. Yeah. Yeah. Um, I'm catching up on some of the things because we'd asked about Baal, and yeah, he's a Canaanite deity. The Canaanites got a lot of influence from Egypt on one side and from Mesopotamia on the other. So you've kind of got cross tracks with both. But yeah, let's see. Mm, no, it was February. Okay, so apparently there was a discussion about that is a beginner should engage with the gods, whatever. Yeah, and um, let's see, yeah, send some rain over to Utah. Let's see, free pagan prayer cards for awareness. Ha ha ha. Actually, what you might want to do. Um, okay, and Hermit just is going to pray to the goddess Heka. Well, yeah, Heka personified in Egyptian belief as male, but you know, now Aset is also one of her titles is Great of Magic. So since we're here, you might want to ask her. Um, but be careful because sometimes, what I found is that skill when it comes to dealing with magic and that kind of work. Um, you get better at it as you get life experience. So that's not something you want to rush because you could end up having some uh, intense Jedi trials, as it were, and you don't want to rush headlong into that. So, all right. So, could we have a fortune cookie for all of us this week? Absolutely. Okay, and then I also see for Sarah and Sarana and Sebekekawe, and we'll start with the list here. So, all right. First off is for everyone. So, hmm. So this is the cookie for everyone, and it says, "Charity begins at home, and justice begins next door." Hmm. And so yeah, so when I ended up having a bit of an experience last year, with always wanting to offer charity and hospitality. Well, sometimes you have to. It's not about always having an open door for people, but sometimes you have to be charitable to yourself. So the charity begins at home. Don't put yourself out just trying to help other people, and justice begins next door. Hmm. Uh. When Darren comes back, hopefully he'll be able to give us a little more insight into that. But I'm going to put this one right here since that's the one for everybody. Now, the next one that we had up was for Sarah Austin. So. There we go. Okay. Oh, Sarah Austin. And congrats on starting that new job. Sarah, it says, energy is equal to desire and purpose. So you're motivated to do this, you got it. Just go for it. Energy is equal to desire and purpose. I think you got some goddesses that are cheering you along right now. So that was Sarah Austin. And the next one was Sarana. And we'll just go down the list from there. So. Sarana. Chance favors the prepared mind. So Sarana, that's for you. Chance favors the prepared mind. So you can craft your own luck by, being mentally ready. And I'm sure you know what that will involve. Chance favors the prepared mind. And Seba Kekawe was next. That one just hopped right out. Seba Kekawe, curiosity is life. I have a feeling that you know what that's going to be referring to, but curiosity is life. So this is a good time for you to be able to expand. Just stay optimistic, stay curious. Go where your instincts lead you. Curiosity is life. Okay, and Daniel. Daniel, don't expect to find one right way to make yourself more creative. There will be more than one way to do this. Don't expect to find one right way to make yourself more creative. So sometimes there are no, right or wrong answers, in that, or again, could be both A and B, So, Kit Fox. This one just went right here. So Kit Fox. Excitement and intrigue follow you closely wherever you go. So Kit Fox has excitement and intrigue follow you closely wherever you go. Um, and that can be both good and bad, but take advantage of it. Okay, let me scroll down. Let's see. Okay, 911 and Blue Conlon. Um, let's see, and Sarcastic, and Oriax can't make it, but wanted a cookie too. All right. And then Brian. Okay. Basic mention. So, as the chat said, there's only 2 people. I see a lot more than that time. Yeah, that is a good. Huh. Following. And that's how I it feels about me following another tradition. Um. Mm-mm-mm. Uh, okay. Yeah, I don't think Asset's going to have any problem if you're, involving things from other traditions, and because we have some other folks, and including, folks on um, the other chat that, are eclectic. And I have a story kind of involving Nate with that, but I'm going to let you guys continue discussing that in the chat. Let me make sure that I don't lose place on the cookies here, because we got Kit Fox. Now we're doing 911, then Blue Conlon. Okay, they all seem to be coming out of this side today. Okay, 9/11 one night. Develop an appreciation for the present moment. Or, as you always put it, can't do that? Okay. All right, not in good form for that. Ooh. Do you need your inhalers? Okay. All right. Hopefully it wasn't anything in here that set you off.
You hadn't lit anything in here when I left.
Okay. Yeah. All right, but 9/11 one night. Those years. Develop an appreciation for the present moment. And if Darren were feeling a little bit better, then he does a brilliant impression of Yoda chastising Luke. Never his mind on where he was, what he was doing. So I think that's what they're trying to tell you. And Blue Conlon is next. Okay. Smush the cookies down in here. Alrighty. Wow. Blue Conlon. Dare to dream, hope, believe, seek, feel, find, and love. That's what the fortune cookie said. I'll read it again. Dare to dream, hope, believe, seek, feel, find, and love.
Get on it. You've been given the green light.
Yeah.
No excuses. Make yourself happy.
Yeah. Don't be afraid. Get out there and do it. It's okay. They're cheering you on. Oh, and by the way, Darren, we pulled a fortune for everyone. And this one was charity begins at home and justice begins next door. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, charity begins at home and justice begins next door.
Uh-huh.
Another word for charity is love.
Mm-hmm.
Begins at home, which means take care of yourself, and love your family. Justice is next door. For many of you, it means look after your neighbor, look after someone near you. You may be their justice, but also your neighbor may have wronged you.
Mm-hmm.
Go get it.
Hmm.
You know, I keep noticing something
Huh.
in just the ones that I've heard since I've been here. There is no passive nature tonight among the voice of the gods. They are not telling you to reflect. They are not telling you to wait. They are telling you move.
Yeah, I kind of feel like we've been in something of a gridlock all summer, but that it's some things are starting to shift in the energy, and it's starting to move forward again.
You took it right out of my mouth.
Yeah. Okay. So now we're on to sarcastic and oracle Oriax.
We don't have to do sarcastic.
Ha ha ha. Oh well, the sarcastic has green and purple hair now, so we've got to. We got to do
And I
sarcastic.
shall call him you.
Huh?
You. As in H-U-E. You.
Oh, haha. Anyway, sarcastic.
I hope that was tinted with a little sarcasm.
Tinted, haha. Very punny.
Color theory jokes, I win.
All right, well, sarcastic. Here we go. Sarcastic, everyone around you is rooting for you. Don't give up. So what it says, everyone around you is rooting for you. Don't give up.
And the theme of go, go, go continues.
Yes. And now for Oracle Oriax.
Wait, Oracle, tell me what the fortune's going to say.
Well, Oracle can't be here right now, so it's going to be relayed to them. So,
Well, they should know.
Okay. Okay. Wow. For Oracle, bravery is the capacity to perform properly, even when scared half to death. Or as John Wayne would put it, being scared to death and saddling up anyway.
Yep.
But so, in other words, don't worry. I think the point of that is don't worry about being scared. Just don't worry about being afraid or anxious or nervous or any of that. Just concentrate on doing it. Just find the thing in yourself that just pokes you in the back and pushes you forward and makes you keep going. Find what that is, and you got it.
If it scares you that bad, it's probably necessary.
Okay, and now for Brian, and then scroll down and make sure. Let's see, I didn't miss. Oh, wait. Did I see another one? Okay, yeah, Feria random. Okay, yeah, you got a cookie, the cookie for the congregation. We just read that one. Let's see. Hmm. Sarcastic. Love the stranger. Punch thy neighbor. Not quite, but
No.
I'm thankful that we have good neighbors. But what I noticed, those things beginning at home or being next door, it means nearby. Focus on what's nearby. Don't worry about something. There's an actual Chinese saying about it's better to do a good deed at home than it is to travel far away to burn incense. So, but Brian, asked for a cookie. And Brian, customer service is like taking a bath. You have to keep doing it. So yeah, you can't stop at just one.
I'm afraid to ask, man.
Customer service is like taking a bath. You have to keep doing it. Yes, that call line, they will keep calling.
Yeah.
But just hang in there. You can't stop at just one. Okay. Yeah, Sarano was saying it's about community. Take care of each other. Whatever injustices and lack of compassion in the wide world, develop that at home in your neighborhood. So thinking of Mr. Rogers,
right,
who was brilliant, by the way.
Yes.
Aha! Yeah, sarcastic is saying I look like Beetlejuice. I need a goth chick to say my name.
Sarcastic.
Sarcastic.
Nah. It's no time.
Me too. Yes, they're joking, saying tonight is us basically saying, now children, I'm kicking you out of the nest, out of your comfort zone. Now here we go. Yeah, and yeah, the hymn to we're going to be reading that next week because we'll be doing that. Wait, there's a modified Ankh in Vampire the Masquerade. I don't think I ever saw that, and my roommate was huge into that stuff. So she was all about Klein Ventru.
Take a bite out of crime. I don't know.
Gosh. Yeah, back in the 90s, the 90s was like the real decade for goth.
Yeah.
But anyway, shortly shall rob you of your new tell. Yeah. Alrighty, well, let me know if there's if I missed anyone in terms of cookies. And we'll try and wrap this up. Like I said, if anybody had any other requests or anything, we'll make sure that we get those before we leave off for tonight. So. And of course, I always end up getting a bunch of cookie crumbs on my little booklet. There we go. Hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Khepri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix in Unu. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure, as the name of Atum, foremost of the great Ennead, endures. May they endure as the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset, in Unu, endures. As the name of Tefnut, Mistress of Lower Menset, in Unu, endures. As the name of Geb at the earth's Ba endures. As the name of Nut in the shrine of Shenit, in Unu, endures. As the name of Oster, Kentiamentiu, endures. As the name of Asat in Nicheru endures. As the name of Sutek in Nibet endures. As the name of Horus in Pe endures. As the name of Wajit in Dep endures. As the name of Jehuti in Chemenu endures. As the name of Ra in the Akhet endures, likewise, for eternity. You have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Bastet, O Aset. You have come in peace, O Yunachidu. May you go forth in peace, O Ra. May you go forth in peace, O Bastet, O Aset, O Yunachidu, to every place your immortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Manjet bark, and rest content in the Sektet bark. And may you smile upon us, your humble servants. Okay, one other thing before we go. Of course, those of you that are on the Discord server, I am working on a video for next month to tie in with the OPET festival. And so if you have any pictures of your shrine from, if you happen to have the Theban triad, Amun, Mut, and Khonsu, or anything that you did for the OPET feast in the last couple of years, post that on there should be a channel on the Discord server for shrines and things like that. Post that, and if you're okay with me using it in a video, and I'm also trying to put together a little music for that. And Mary Dra, I know that you sing. If you have a way to record something and get it to me in like a WAV file, message me and we'll see if we can collaborate on something, and I'm hoping to have that for the early part of next month. So to tie in with the OPEC festival, this will be a chance for you guys to contribute to a video that I'm working on. So I'm gonna check here, and awesome. Yes, and Raider, I definitely, I've been thinking about you this whole time. It's good night to everyone. Okay, maybe I got a fortune for everyone. If you still want to pull one for me, by all means. Okay. All right. Well, Feria, since you got that. Okay. Feria had asked for a fortune, so we'll do that real quick. So Furia Random. Get our last one for the night. And it says, courtesy costs nothing. And there's another fortune somewhere that's like missing a piece, but this one says courtesy costs nothing. So there you go, Furia. Wasn't there a character in Slayers named Furia? Because Urk was a big fan of that.
Don't make me swear to that.
Yeah, I know. We've slept once or twice since then, but
I heard of that activity somewhere.
yeah, but
It's a great myth.
If I happen to catch that, then let me know. If not, then just stuff from obscure anime from the late 90s or early double odds. But okay, everyone. And yeah, sarcastic. Did you get Ori's? Yeah. And Ori's. Oh goodness, where was that one? Let's see. Because yes, Ori's was the one about bravery is the capacity to perform properly even when scared half to death. So or rephrasing it as John Wayne, being scared to death and saddling up anyway. That's for Ori. Yes, and I think you got to get registered so us college kids can have exemptions for candles, incense, and holidays off. Definitely, I am actually working on that, and hoping that I can have some more things posted about that pretty soon. So yeah, that is something that is part of the plan. So. Yes, thank you guys as always for joining us. Stay safe and well this week. And we hope to see you next week for the OPET Festival. Yes, holidays are a major issue. Hank having kids in school tough. Yes. Oh no, Laughing Pharaoh. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, tell you what. Before we go, Laughing Pharaoh, did you need a cookie? And need us to pull fortune for you? Let's see. All righty. Yeah, and then after that, you can rewind and see what all we were doing. So, all right. So, you may have tuned in at the last minute, but you still get to be included.
That's right. Besides, technically not love a guy named Laughing Pharaoh.
All right. So, Laughing Pharaoh. This is from Bastet, Mistress of Ankh-Tawy, and Aset. And their message for you. Commitment is the daily triumph of integrity over skepticism. So, commitment is the daily triumph of integrity over skepticism. In other words, what it is made up of is every day, get over your own skepticism to say, no, I'm going to do it. And you keep doing that day after day, and that becomes commitment.
And character.
Yeah, so just whatever it is that you're struggling with, just day by day, overcome that skepticism, stick to, integrity, to, you know, what's important, what is the right thing. That's what commitment is all about. So, if you had questions about, your practice or something like that, there's the key. Is it's built one day at a time. So. Because, all right, well, great. See, you tuned in at just the right time. I have to put my foot down on the old job. Yeah. Don't believe me, I'm working on that because the thing is, it's the articles of incorporation are real simple. It's just getting the bylaws, and I'm a lot closer on it now, and I just need another intensive period to just sit down and get that. And
our goal is by the end of the decade.
No, actually, no. Well, see, originally my goal was to have it by the OPET Festival. Not quite there yet, but part of it also is because there's some other legal issues that I have to try to get to the bottom of with my own family and people who are supposed to have documents and amazingly do not. And it's like, wait a minute, you're supposed to have this stuff. Why don't you? So I'm having to poke them and work on that. And, so.
She's a busy lady, but I can guarantee you this. You guys are probably the first thing she thinks about in the morning and the last thing she thinks about at night.
Part of a short handful, but yeah. So
know you're loved.
Yes.
We need all of your continued dedication, love, and support in every way you could possibly give it, and you mean more to us than we could ever say.
Yeah, but we're going to get that paperwork done, and that is going to become a reality, and then you guys will be able to get your exemptions and take your days off.
That's right.
And besides, and I'll tell you this, what I would love to be able to do is once we are actually incorporated and say this is it, this is what our holidays are, be able to write a very nice email to like the White House's thing, because you know how like the press secretary will read, and like they started doing things like wishing a happy Nowruz, for folks, be able to say this is what Wep Run Pet is, this is when we observe it, and could you just say happy Wep Run Pet for everyone out there, and then for them to actually read that on July 18th would be really cool.
Yeah,
I think that would be like the coolest thing ever. And then you'd have all of these reporters going, what in the world is this? And then they'd have to go and look it up. But that would be something fun. Okay, yeah. So yes, be sure to like us, and I'm also going to put one other link there if you get a chance, because I've managed to throw a couple more things onto my Etsy store for the first time in like months. And if you were wondering, speaking of algorithms, here's the link to my Etsy store. I just put a sistrum up.
Yeah, so tell your sister about the sistrum. We insist.
Yeah. But but anyway, so thanks again, you guys. Y'all have a great weekend. A great weekend. Will I have more? In answer to that, I have the one right now. I have supplies to make one more. Typically, the way things have been going, because I've been putting a lot of effort into things like trying to get incorporated and trying to do videos and stuff. So I haven't been able to make as many things, for the store. I kind of put that aside for a while. Probably in another couple of months So I'm not saying never, just you'd have to be patient, but there's one right now, so if you have the opportunity, it's free shipping. But all right, well, love you guys. See you all soon.